Okay, beautiful souls. Soul Dancer the White Dragon here. We're on to do the vibe of the week to the 26th of May. Another slew of cards. So let's get right in. I titled it Breakdowns to Breakthrough, and you will see why soon enough. Just remember, beautiful souls, that you can get your individual phenomenal shamanic tarot readings on Fiverr with me. I think the link is down below. If not, you can find it in my services box up top. Let's get right into it. The first card is the Moon card. No surprise, no surprise, no surprise. Did you all feel the energy? I have never experienced it before of that new moon yesterday. Everything felt so expanded, so glorious, so beautiful. The sky, the blue in the sky seemed brighter. The whites in the clouds seemed brighter. The green on the trees seemed brighter. The dust seemed dustier. The sun felt brighter. Everything was just so delicious and exquisite. The new moon is the time. This is not something I normally practice or that I've ever practiced. Yesterday, I paid attention. I woke early and did my do. And why am I speaking about all that? To say that the energy of the moon is here. This is a time to celebrate your creativity and your imagination. Delve into your intuition, into the mystery. The gold is right there like skeins of yarn that you can just pull and pull to get to know what you want, to get to know, to tap into what you need. Because you know, we get what we need, we don't get what we want. I never believed that for a long time until now, but this is the case. You get what you need, you don't get what you want, and it's usually better, in fact. I'm seeing something here on the moon card, which is a major arcana card that I never noticed before. This is quite interesting. It's never leapt off the card at me like this before, and it's all about your life force. It's time to pay attention to your dreams. They are guiding you in the right direction. Tap into your inner wisdom. They are telling you what you need to know, beautiful souls. The moon card is saying, as usual, go within. Allow the rays from our magnificent sun to illuminate the rays in the moon for you to see, know, feel, connect, and tap in to the mysteries. That's my queen. Next card in the deck is another major arcana card. I hope I don't go this slowly, but this is the energy. It's not like treacle, you know, it's just like the most exquisite honey that seems to be flowing through my veins. The next card is the Tower card, a major arcana card. And this is the card of all breaking down, of all falling down, in catastrophe. Nothing is going right. And the more you try to prop things up, is the worse they become. You cannot keep anything together. And this card is telling you, this major arcana card is telling you that things must fall apart. They must break down in order for you to see clear and rebuild on not only just a stronger foundation, but also in the style, in the manner, in the way that you desire, with the help of Spirit. It's all about challenges. It's all about chaos. It's not anything to cause despair, and even if it is, I always want to tell this story about despair. There is nothing worse than losing a child, than a parent losing a child. And in this particular group that I am with, run by Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, this woman came on to share losing her precious baby at 3 years old. The child suffered, of course, with cancer. Why do they choose cancer? I have no idea, but it's the most fulgurant, I suppose. And it goes fast. In her case, she endured this beautiful baby girl for 2 years. And what the woman shared, the mother shared, was, she realized after a while, after her child's soul left the body, because there is no death. Death does not exist. But what she shared was, after her child's soul left the body, she realized that this little precious human brought so much into her life that she had to stop being sad and start celebrating the 3 years that she had with this precious human being. And that is what turned her life around. And she talks about it all the time, encouraging other mothers in particular, and parents, yes, the fathers, but the fathers didn't give birth, and the fathers grieve differently as well. But for the mother who actually carried this child for 9 months and then went through, it's different. And this is what I want to share with you about despair. And this is meant for someone in particular, so I hope she hears it. Do not celebrate or be sad or despairing, I suppose, and falling into a depression, because sadness is normal, about the soul of your child leaving its body. Celebrate the years, the period that you had with your child. That is going to turn your life around, guaranteed, based on the sharing and the testimony of one mother that touched me, and that message is now there in my heart to share with all other mothers who are despairing on the soul departing their children's body. Next card. The sadness must be let go, beautiful souls. This is a sad card. This is 5 of C. And this card is telling you that you need to stop walking around in sackcloth and ashes. It is telling you to get rid of that heavy, wet blanket. It is telling you to turn to the mountains to see the light shining forth, to see the magnificent sunrise. It is telling you that it is time to start walking towards the new. Start walking towards the rising sunlight. It is a time of change. It is time to let go of the depression. You see all those emotional highs and lows? It's time to let it go. The pink in the background is rose quartz. It's time to tap into your heart. Walk towards a new horizon. It is time to let go of the heaviness of the old. It is time to look at nature. I was so hooked into it yesterday. It is time, beautiful souls, to let go of the past and step into a new, brighter future. It is time to hold your arms up in triumph and say, yes, I am here. I am. That's what it's all about. And I intend to move forward. Follow your intuition and let it guide you on your path forward, beautiful souls. That is 5 of C, which is the number for change, and it's all about emotions. Don't stay swimming in the dark. Don't stay swimming in the murk. It doesn't serve you. It has never served you. The next card in the deck is a card of sleight of hand, a card of deception, a card of meanness. It's a card that shows you that something sneaky is going on, or that has been going on. It's a card of deception that is telling you, beware of what is happening in your environment. Some things are not as they seem to be, and someone is using deception to gain an advantage. To counteract it, you gotta be upfront and fair about what is happening with you. Do not hold it in. Do not hide it. Do not allow the pain, the anger, the anguish to sink you and then send you into a tailspin where you end up doing all sorts of shit and tripping like nobody's business, being unable to express yourself. No one can get away with anything if you and when you open your mouth to speak. Not in an emotional way, and even if you are emotional, ladies, be factual. That is most important, because when we allow our emotions to take hold, we cannot think clearly, and consequently we cannot communicate with clarity. And I saw a perfect example of this here yesterday or the day before, where an abused woman who never received any support from the, I don't even know what to call these, I don't want to call them men because they are not men, from the males in the vicinity, because she had bought into a particular mentality where you don't speak up because you'll be an informer. Those were the words she used. So she could not speak up for her own self, and that is what sank her into such a terrible depression and rage that she in fact ended up attacking people who wanted to help her, because she couldn't speak up, because she couldn't speak her truth, because she was so accustomed being held down and held back and being minimized. That was her problem. Don't get caught in that, ladies. Don't get caught in that, people. Speak up and cut the deception, the sneakiness, the sleight of hand that is going to try to hold you back and gain an advantage. Don't do that. That's what 7 of Wind is telling you. You got to tap into your inner spirituality, into who you are. Don't allow these emotional thoughts, which are all negative in these situations, to lead you astray. They are literally mental flatulence. Just crap. Another wind card is 9 of Wind. And this card is basically telling you in a more blunt fashion what I just said. Your mind is working overtime. It's creating horrific scenarios. You are fighting with chaos. when in fact you need to dance with chaos, because when you dance with chaos, you are in control. You will never be, it, or should I say, it will never be able to enter into your emotional field when you remain in control of your thoughts. Wind is the symbol for thoughts here, and this is what this card is telling you. You got to dance with chaos and stay in control, because when you don't, the self-doubt and depression is what take precedence, and you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. All right? So that is what 9 of Wind is telling you. Why? 9 is the number for endings. And I have recognized, and I think I mentioned this yesterday, not yesterday, last week, that 9, when we are about to have a breakthrough, close an old chapter, things become rather difficult. I've noticed that. Sticky. You know, you can't seem to extricate yourself, and you keep fighting. Don't fight. Follow the momentum. Follow the momentum. I was going to say go with the flow, but then I remember that dead fish go with the flow. So I've stopped using that term. The thing is, you gotta ride the river. Allow the momentum to take you forward where you need to go. And just kick chaos's ass out of your life. You are in charge of your thoughts. Take charge. Says my queen. Because another wind card, my favorite card in the deck and my personal card, is Wind Star. And Wind Star is telling you that you have all the potential that you need to get things moving, to take things to another level. It's all about power. With the help and the grace of Spirit, this magnificent golden yellow light here, listen, you can't go wrong. Follow your heart. Your heart is your support. With the vision that you got going and your clear intellect, you can stand in, defend your ideas and win. There is nothing to stop you. It is all a go. Your mind is clear. You don't have all that crap in there anymore. Get to it. Next card in the deck is a major arcana card. Wind Star is not a major arcana card, but it always feels like that to me. The Wheel, I believe I got this card last week. It's the Wheel of Change. It's number 10, and it's the number for new beginnings. I'm trying to speak so fast that I'm chewing up my words. A new chapter is dawning. It is time to paint over the old. It is time to let go of the past. It is time to release all of those emotions, and those emotions are linked to the old beliefs, the false beliefs that were never yours in the first place. You learned them from the elders in your environment growing up. It is time to ask yourself, what do I believe? What are my beliefs? It is time to pay attention to the synchronicities in your life. Life is change. It is time to welcome the new. This is what this major arcana card is telling you in the vibe for this week, beautiful souls. Take charge. Turn the old page of old beliefs and step into a new chapter. Paint over the old. Let it go. Write a new scene. The next card is another wind card, and this wind card is the Wind Shaman. I think I got this card last week as well, and this card is telling you, as as a highly skilled problem solver, it is time to take your place. It is time to take your seat. It is time to use your throat chakra to speak and share the wisdom that you came here to share. You are definitely a pillar of strength. You are able to see the truth in all things. Instead of meeting people at the base of your seat, it is time to take your seat up there where the air is much more rare. Or maybe I should say rarer, but that sounds kind of too difficult. You know, it is time to take your seat, beautiful souls. Notice the yellow gladiola. What does gladiola mean to you? It's not my interpretation. It's your interpretation that counts. That's one thing I learned from Marilyn Aloria years ago. The interpretation that you give to flowers and meaning that you give to flowers, that is, good morning, Anthea. I am doing the vibe of the week. An intellectual authority figure. The wind shaman. A shaman is a teacher. It is time that you begin to teach, beautiful souls. Okay? Next card in the reading is another wind card. It's Wind Horse. And Wind Horse is telling you, beautiful souls, to go to it. Remember, I always say the horse is a powerful animal. It is your steed. It is your transport. It is go, go, go. You want to get to that pot at the end of the rainbow. Go for it. That's what it's all about. You are ambitious. You are full of life. You are opinionated. You know what you want. You are determined to get it. Be mindful of others as you charge ahead. And you all know what I always say about that. If they don't move out of the way, they are going to be run over. That is just the way it is. You want to get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? What are your plans to get it? You got to formulate a plan. This is just the way it is as well. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Notice the magnificent colors. Notice the magnificent colors. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, 6 more cards to go. Now, I haven't had the Earth Goddess in a long time. And the Earth Goddess is the Earth Mother. It's the Earth Mother in you. And the Earth Goddess is telling you, connect, tap in, dive in to Mother Nature. This is the time. This is the place. Deeply root yourself in love, practicality, security, harmony, compassion, and intuition, and bring that forward into your daily life. That is what Mother Earth gives us, offers to us every single day, and it is time that you return that because it is a natural part of you. Spread that. Share that fruitfulness. Create that healthy home, whether it is in your personal home, whether it is in your professional capacity, even if you work from home. Share those energies with people with whom you interact. It's a beautiful, delicious thing. Tap into, root yourself deep into the body of Mother Earth and share those energies and create something magical. Red is the color of power, courage, blood, strength, love. Share it. Share it. The next card in the deck is 2 of Fire. I don't have many fire cards today, thank goodness. And 2 of Fire is telling you that you need to get off the beaten path, most likely. because you need to get some clarity on what is going on in your life. It's a card of balance as well. So when you get off the beaten path, you're going to see clearer. You're going to gain more insight into what you need to know. The creativity is going to flow. You're going to find new ways to grow your soul by following your intuition. You will notice that there are purple lines on the outside of these two borders. You got to follow your intuition. You got to tap into who you are. And the only way to do that a lot of times is to go on a retreat, your own personal retreat, solitude, get quiet. Of course you can do this at home. This, I'm feeling a tingling, a bubbling, even my ajna here, all of here, it's really just tingling. It's beautiful. The next card in the deck, I don't have anything much more to say about fire, except that, well, you know, fire is warming, fire is creative. You want to tap into that. The next card in the deck is Fire Star. And Fire Star is a card of birthing. It's a card of new beginnings. It's a card of creativity. It's a card of inspiration. It's a card that says you are a free spirit and you are about to start a new adventure. I can barely open my eyes. It's a card of rebirth. It's a time of wild dreams. Dream your new life into existence, beautiful souls. It's a time of creative breakthroughs. It is a time to say yes, yes, and yes. This is the card of breakthrough for you today. It's beautiful. You have been through the storm. You have come out the other side. I was going to say come over the other side. You have painted over the old. You have decided, and now you are stepping into the new. And that new brings you to the star, because you are a star in your life. This is a major arcana card. You are stepping into the new, the bright, beautiful, shining new, and you are the star in your life. It is number 17. And number 17 is telling you to open your arms wide and embrace all that is the spirit of who you are. Truly, truly, truly. This is an awakening of your soul and the greatest expression that you will ever manifest every time you do it. This is a card about song. It's about dance. It's about becoming that little child again, that child within you that adults tend to repress, and people make, men in particular, try to make women feel less than when you are acting giddy and girly. It's like when I was dancing in the street. This is a perfect example. And a police officer was passing by in his car, and he stopped to tell me that you're an older woman and you are not supposed to be acting like that in the street. The only thing I didn't do was curse him. But I did turn around and shake my ass at him, you know. I don't care. Other people's opinions are irrelevant. And this is what the star is telling you. It's all about glory. It's all about joy. Express what is in your soul. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Express, express, express your spirit. Live it, embody it. The second to last card in the deck is the Sun card. And the Sun card is number 19. And number 19 is sort of similar to the Sun card, except that it's not, in the sense that it's all about glory. It's all about expansion. It's all about creativity. It's all about smelling the flowers. It's the best time of spring. It's like being a little pixie or fairy and just jumping and dancing from flower to flower. It's like the bees who live for, is it 14 days? Who visit so many flowers and gather so much nectar and make so much honey for us constantly. Be that sun. Irradiate, that irradiator, radiate, shine your golden light, your happiness. Be and embody your inner child. Play, create, grow, smell the flowers, the new vitality that you are experiencing, and I was experiencing it yesterday, is what it's all about. Number 19. Number 19 also signifies endings, new beginnings and endings. This is a magnificent time to be alive on this planet. And the final card in the deck is an Earth card. It's 10 of Earth. And 10 of Earth is the card of celebration. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate who you are, beautiful souls. This is a time of new beginnings. This is a time that is telling you that things have been so difficult in the past. Oh my God, it's been so hard. But now, things have turned around. You have broken through. You have broken through to all that is new and vibrant, vital, vitality. This is a card of prosperity and security, a time of joy, wealth, family. This is a time for singing and dancing and celebration, to say, yes, I have made it. And there ends, beautiful souls, the vibe of the week. Hello, Susan. So Susan Mukonka wants a reading. Susan Mukonka. Susan Mukonka wants a reading. So what does Spirit or the dragons have to tell Susan? Susan. Hold on. Susan Mukonka. Yes, Susan, you have been doing the work, haven't you? Yes, you have been doing the work. This is wonderful. But there is a fly in the ointment, Susan, and you don't seem to know how to handle this, which is odd. Probably because you are thinking that it's you. You are thinking that you are the problem, Susan. This is not the case at all. You invited in this energy, Susan, and now you do not know what to do with it. You have to cut the cords, the energetic cords that are holding you to this person, because you see, moving away is not going to help. Telling that person to get out of your life is not going to help if you are still thinking about the person constantly. You have to find ways to distract yourself, Susan, and you need to tell me if this resonates at all, because I could be totally wrong, or I could be reading something in which you are involved but doesn't really concern you 100%. The thing is with you, Susan, that you tend to find yourself in situations that are rather difficult. I see you say spot on. Listen, I spoke about this yesterday and I think I made a reel about it, but I'll repeat it here, no problem. You want to stop thinking about this particular individual. You have to distract yourself. Yes, it is difficult at first, but you distract yourself by thinking other thoughts. When you find yourself thinking of this person, you think another thought, and you think another thought. But let me tell you why this person is still on your mind, because I did not give this explanation yesterday. When you keep thinking negative thoughts, and it's all negative, because once it's not happy, it's negative. You keep thinking about this, you keep thinking about what they did, and you keep going on and on. What happens is, the energy from your thoughts, because everything is energy, the energy from your thoughts actually leave you, and they go hit the other person's energy. What happens then? The other person is going to come back to your thoughts, and they just may contact you. And rebelote, as we say in French, it just continues again and again. It is because your negative energy hit the other person's and you got it back, and they brought it back, or it emphasizes your negativity. This is why you gotta find ways to distract yourself and keep thinking of anything else. Keep thinking of anything else. Keep thinking of anything else. And eventually, this works pretty fast if you are consistent. And eventually, you will notice that you have stopped thinking of the person. That's how it works. And if the person does something to get attention, you go right back, but it will be easier the second time around because now you know what to do. It really is that simple and that straightforward. You do need to cut the cords, the energetic cords, to that person, otherwise they'll keep coming back. I would suggest that you look on YouTube for some way to cut cords. It will make this reading far too long for me to show it to you, really. I can do a separate video of it for you, Susan, if you want. And if that's the case, you can message me on Messenger and I'll do it for you. Okay. All right, Susan. Now there was something else on, because if you don't cut the cords, the person will keep coming back. And then you have to take out the roots from the cords, because cords leave roots, because they are all energy. So the cord is literally grew and settled in there and other parts in your energy centers or your chakras. All right, Susan, you're very welcome. Now, another lady was on here before you. Okay, Susan, you're very welcome, my dear. Another lady was on before you, but I was doing the vibe of the week, and I don't know if she stayed. So I will do a reading for her now, and if she comes back on, fine. And if she doesn't, so be it. Althea Blackgrove. Althea Blackgrove. What does she need to know right now? Althea Blackgrove. And the card I get is Sea Shaman. Sea Shaman, Althea Blackgrove, is the shaman is a teacher. Notice the card is purple. So it is telling you to tap into your intuition. You are not doing that. You are going all over the place except where you need to go. Sea is all about emotions. That's why you're all over the place. You're going all over the place and your emotions are controlling you. It is time to give birth to the new. Birth is painful. You have to let go of the old, Althea Blackgrove. You need to tap into and step into who you really are, miss. A kind, wise, mature, and empowered visionary. You are a very creative soul who can be very stable and responsible. You are not that right now. You are also a very intelligent leader. People come to you for advice, which is wonderful. You can't lead anyone right now, Althea, in the state that you are in. It is time to cry those tears. It is time to wail and shout, Althea. It is time to let go of the pain. It's time to release, 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 and feel those emotions fully. And only after you feel those emotions fully, Althea Blackgrove, will you feel a sense of calm and peace once more. Then you will be able to step into your power, and only then will you be able to become the leader once more that people know you as. Right now you're hiding it. Okay, Althea? My heart to yours, beautiful souls. Namaste. Ciao.